What's up everybody, it's Seth from Fowler Customs, and today I'm doing a review of a shoe that doesn't make a lot of sense. It's the Air Jordan Future Boot EP. So like I said, this review is about the Air Jordan Future Boot EP, and when I first saw listings for this shoe on like Sneaker News and things like that, I was intrigued because in my head I'm like, why would someone take the Air Jordan Future, which is a lifestyle basketball shoe, and also a shoe I'm not very fond of, and turn it into a military boot? That doesn't make sense to me at all. But the thing that blows my mind even more is that when I first saw it, I saw it in this sort of tan suede color, which, you know, is similar to like a Yeezy boot or, you know, any kind of military boot. I mean, it has some appeal. And when I first saw it online, I didn't totally hate it, but they have like mesh versions, like really crappy mesh versions. And I don't know why they would do that, because this one's sitting on shelves, but like those are gonna be on clearance before they even hit the shelf. So obviously from the start, Jordan Brand wasn't really setting up the Future boot for success. I don't understand it, but let's get into the review. So the first thing I noticed when I got the shoe in the mail was the overwhelmingly huge, like the gigantic size of this box. Unnecessarily big. Like if I put the shoes back in the box and I showed you, you would see that a third of this box isn't even used. And the box that they actually shipped it in was 3 times this size, so it was about this big. Again, no reason to do that. I don't understand it. It seems like they're just blowing through money. I work in an industry where we design consumer products, and in a lot of cases, you try and make things smaller and fit into smaller packages just to save money on packaging. Like that's a pretty big cost that Jordan Brand, maybe they just had extra boxes laying around. I don't get it. Here's the Air Jordan 11 low box for comparison. But I got a size 9, my true size, just because I didn't know how this was gonna fit. And with Nike, you're usually fine with your true size. So the official colorway of the shoe is khaki, 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 khaki. And the suggested retail price is $225. But let's be honest, this is gonna get marked down real fast. So just wait if you're planning to grab these. Also, a funny story about when I actually ordered these. I ordered these right at 10 o'clock when they first dropped in the sneakers app, and for some reason the price was $275, so I ended up paying like $300 something because I got express shipping and stuff like that, and I saw that the price had dropped from $275 to $225. So I had to deal with Nike customer service and get my price changed, which actually, Nike customer service is awesome. Everyone's super nice. They're really good about helping you out. So it wasn't really a problem, but it's just an extra step that I didn't need. But the point was, I don't know why they marked it up to $275 on the app for like an hour. It doesn't make sense, but maybe it was an accident. Who knows? But with all that out of the way, let's get into the shoe itself. This is obviously a high-topped, winterized version of the Air Jordan Future. The only way to really tell the silhouette is based on the Air Jordan Future is the midsole, a little bit of the outsole, and then of course the asymmetrical laces. Hey baby, can I call you back in like 5-10 minutes?
Yeah, that's okay.
Cool. Other than that, this is pretty much a military boot styled sneaker. Nike said the upper is made up of this tan colored suede. However, it doesn't feel great, so I can't really tell if it's synthetic or not. I would assume it's synthetic. Around the tongue cutout, you've got this extra piece of material to reinforce it. It kind of gives it a little bit more of a military boot look. You've got these tan rope laces that match the suede. On the tongue, you've got the Jumpman, and then of course Jordan on the other side. On the back of the shoe, you've got this piece of reinforced fabric, which gives the shoe some structure. Inside the shoe, you've got this mesh lining, and then you've got a leather footbed. Nike says the shoe is supposed to be waterproof. I'm probably not gonna try it. I'm just gonna stick to my Timbs. But usually a way you can tell if a shoe is designed to be waterproofed is you look between the tongue and the upper of the shoe. Usually there's a piece of material that connects the two pieces right here, and they actually do have that on this. So if you get water up to about this point, you should be okay. Moving down the shoe, you've got this tan Air Jordan Future midsole, and then moving to the bottom of the shoe, you've got the 004 sticky rubber outsole, which looks like they've ruggedized it a bit, so you should have a bit more traction in slippery conditions. And then of course, instead of the carbon fiber, the outsole wraps up on the midsole a bit, and you get this sort of pyramid spike texture. Overall, this is a really weird silhouette. It's not quite a military boot, and it's still got some of that Air Jordan Future in it, which is the part that I don't like. I think the reason that Jordan Brand made this a Jordan Future model is because they couldn't really come out and just make a military boot. It wouldn't really fit with the rest of the brand, so they had to do something to it to make it a Jordan Brand shoe, and obviously they gave it a Future midsole. I don't think that was the right choice. I wish it was more of a military boot than like a weird hybrid of the Future and a military boot. It doesn't really work for me. Again, it's not terrible. I think it's just this colorway though. I can't even stand the mesh colorways, man. They look they look like hot garbage. They're awful. This one you might be able to get away with wearing casually, but I mean, if you're going to spend $225 on a military boot or just a winterized boot, get a pair of Timbs. Don't waste your money on this. And also, if you are looking to grab this shoe, do yourself a favor and wait a month or two, because this is going to go on sale and you should be able to grab it for a little bit cheaper. But $225 is a bit much. So with all that out of the way, let's throw these on feet and see how they look. So after trying these on, there's just something about them that just doesn't seem right. Like, they don't look awful, but they just don't, something about them seems off. And I can't put my finger on it. Actually, I can. It's the Air Jordan Future tooling. That sucks. Why they put that on the shoe? Make it a military boot. Make sure to leave a comment in the comment section below letting me know if this is something you're interested in, even if it's just out of morbid curiosity. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to Fowler Customs if you want to see more content just like this, and follow Fowler Customs in all other forms of social media.